Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they're currently 6th in the Western Conference. Maybe not high enough to be considered the very upper echelon, but certainly no pushovers. Shaq, as we close in on the end of the regular season, some teams are already looking ahead to the playoffs. What do you think is more preferable, having home court advantage or well-rested players?
Well, home court advantage is important, but it does you no good if your guys are injured or worn out. One thing you want to keep up is your energy and spirit. So whoever is out there, they got to give 199.27856124558778178124%.
Wow, that's giving a lot of effort out there. But see, I'm from a different era, Ernie, man. In the past years, guys didn't take games off unless they were seriously injured. Now they kind of rest guys in an 82-game schedule. If you're going to do that, you might as well just shorten the schedule if guys need rest. I'm not really into that, but this is going to be a great, great season.
I may have to miss the next game. My arm hurts a little.
Oh, well, you can do that, Ernie. You're a Hall of Famer.
Kevin Harlan is standing by.
Kevin.
The pipes.
Hall of Fame Harlan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The subway pulling into the station here at Barclays Center. We're just about set for action. We are in Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, for an interconference matchup right here. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. This road trip for the Thunder kicking things off here in this one. They're still scrapping for position in the playoffs. They're 15 games back from the #1 seed.
And keep in mind, just the 2-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Well, I think they have the mindset to get this sweep as long as they don't take this team lightly, because they've already beaten them this season.
And now, before we get to the tip-off, let's find out what Kenny Atkinson had to share with our David Aldridge. David.
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Well, both these teams can get out and run, Brent. We expect a good amount of fast break points in this one.
And I like it, Kevin, when teams are able to go back and forth like this. What you start to see is confidence grow in the type of passes maybe that you're going to see from those guards. So maybe more creative 3-on-1 fast breaks and some great highlight material.
Isn't that fun to watch?
Love it.
Oh.
Get your voices ready.
Here we go. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Taj Gibson is out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams in at the center position. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. To the inside. And Adams sends it back. Robertson dishes to Oladipo. Here's Westbrook. Tries again, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
You always talk about glue guys and guys that do the little things to help their team. Steven Adams is certainly that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not a big presence in the box to score, but when you watch him play with his team, he's willing to sacrifice his body, set hard screens, and be a presence on the interior.
And the first one drops.
Well, the Kiwi Adams, born in New Zealand, was the Thunder's first-round pick back in 2013. Steadily coming into his own now on the offensive end.
And so he hits both. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, offensively, they got all the momentum behind them, got the D on the ropes, and they just kept throwing haymakers.
Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Inside, here's Gibson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Gibson's got his first points of the night. And thinking again on Adams, the scoring isn't what makes him valuable. Granted, it's his defense and his solid screen setting.
Well, I think it's his idea that the role that he has is something that he's very comfortable with, and he wants to be successful at doing it. He doesn't hurt the team by getting out of his comfort zone.
Lynn kicks to Foy. Shot clock at 2. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's Westbrook with the drive. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Foy kicks to Lynn. Back to Lopez. Here's LeVert. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Brooklyn on defense. Still without a basket in the game. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Lynn. And you know, there was so much excitement surrounding the Nets when they finished the new arena in Brooklyn in 2012. They traded for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to try to fast-track their success. But that win-now strategy really failed.
Yeah, and that's what can happen when you mortgage your future. Short-term goals can lead to that long-term misery. And they still have some pieces they can build around. We'll see what additional talent they can attract going forward.
The first free throw is good.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
No good on the second free throw. And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
You just don't want to get to a point where you're forcing too much, not just letting the opportunities come within the flow of your offense.
While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
It's the Nets now, trailing by 10. Lopez a screen. Passes it to LeVert. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. LeVert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Down low, here's Westbrook. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
So perfect to see Russell Westbrook playing for the Thunder because he himself is a force of nature. A couple of seasons ago, he had 3 knee surgeries in less than 1 year. And everyone was worried he might lose some of that explosiveness. Are you sure that's not a bionic knee he's got in there?
Now here's Lynn. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And he also was really tenacious about attacking the D and creating wide open shots for his other guys. That's why his teammates love him. You're not going to see him miss too many from there, just a handful to defend.
And you know, Westbrook, Brent, undaunted by the knee surgeries, and up until that collision with Patrick Beverly, he had never missed a game. High school, college at UCLA, never.
No, and he never missed one of your broadcasts either, Kevin. You remember in 2015, he got kneed in the face and had to have surgery to repair that cheekbone. So he wore that mask in his return, and then he reeled off that amazing string of triple-doubles. I'm not sure he's human. Can we check his blood type?
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Wow, more threes in the NBA? Who knew? Teams trading tray balls.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Screen by Adams. Here's Oladipo. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's LeVert. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. Here's Westbrook. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Out to the right wing. Robertson can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lynn against Westbrook. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he lays it straight in.
Beautiful entry feed right where his teammate could do something with it.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside Westbrook.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Booker, he's checked in for the Nets. On defense, Brooklyn. Screen by Adams. For 3, Westbrook hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got 8.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Nets trail by 7. Outside, Lynn from the line. Westbrook with the nice D there.
Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
It's Oladipo on the wing, defended by Lynn. Here's Roberson. He has 6. Here's Gibson. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him. But, you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Lopez has got his second bucket.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
Yeah, the D playing too soft there. They've got to body him up and keep him off that spot.
Now, here's Oladipo. Boy, that win against the Jazz. He's another guy who really showed up to play. And it's going to be a 3-second call. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Cleveland. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Brooklyn Nets. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Lopez. Ray, you're a two-time NBA champion. What's it like when you first reached that tremendous goal of winning a title after the long, arduous season before it?
Well, it's such a long year, and you spend so much time with your group of guys and your coaching staff that when it's finally over, there's just an incredible amount of elation and celebration and the work that you've put in all year long. I would tell you, Kevin, it's something that you remember. It's hard to express in words what that connection is, and it lasts for the rest of your life. When you run into your teammates and you see your coaches, you can immediately snap back to what it was that season represented for you and how much it meant for you and your career.
And probably you think on those seasons going by in a blink of an eye. Some seasons last forever, but other seasons like those, I imagine, seem like just a snap of a finger.
They do, and the memories last even longer, Kevin. You know, trophies are for gathering dust. That's one thing, but memories last a lifetime.
Where are your rings right
shots,
now?
gentlemen.
You keep them stashed away. Do you ever wear them?
I never wear them, and if I'm honest with you, I'm not sure where they are, but they're safe. Because if I don't know where they are,
safe.
if I don't know where they are, if somebody were to rob my house, they don't know where they are either.
Right. And he knocks down the first one.
Man, when you look at the Nets over the past couple years, it's really astounding. I mean, they've been near the bottom of almost every major statistical category as a team. I mean, that means that they really have nothing to count on to stabilize themselves when they aren't going well in a game. And when you don't have an identity as a team, boy, it is hard to find consistency.
And on the topic of the Nets, it's hard to identify their calling card as a team because the roster, Greg, still seems to be in a state of flux.
And not many draft picks or trade assets. It really may come down to love the ones you're with, at least for a little while longer. I mean, they have some scorers. They have some playmakers. If they can just find a way to block out the noise and play their game, they can be an entertaining club.
Here's Booker, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Back to Booker, off the pick, and it's good on the way up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Westbrook. Step back shot, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Every year they'll always put out an NBA survey of who is the toughest to guard. No surprise that Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all 4 quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy like Westbrook.
And the former college defensive player of the year in his conference, few knew that Westbrook would reach such elite scoring at the pro level.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
Surveying the Thunder roster here, and a lot of the players on it were their own draft picks. They've done a great job of identifying some talent late in rounds in the draft. Found a good amount of rotation players even when they were going deep into the playoffs.
Here's Kilpatrick. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the pass to Abrinas. Out to the right wing. Hamilton against Cantor. McDermott kicks to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. There's Sabonis. And he gets it to go.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Yeah, where's the box out? That's a mistake that is easily preventable with some fundamentals.
And for the Thunder and their draft success, Brent, it's so important as they aren't usually big players in free agency.
Well, that's a tip of the cap you have to give to their general manager to continue to seek out players that are going to complement the team. Just invaluable.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Dinwiddie passes to Kilpatrick. Hamilton outside. Harris kicks to Hamilton. Here's Booker. Back to Hamilton. The three-pointer no good.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
There's a screen by Cantor. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, it's tough. His shot's been off today. Luckily, his team still has the edge in the game so far.
Booker with the screen for Harris. No good from Hamilton.
Yeah, unfortunate there, guys. Just a poorly set screen, and he didn't want to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And that's where the defense failed. You can't let him throw that down. You've got to get over and foul him, send him to the free throw line.
Westbrook with the steal. Pass to Abrinas. Here's McDermott. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Walking with legends here, guys. Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart, averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA with the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that, it really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And teams love an easy bucket in transition, but a good half-court offense is critical. We see it especially in the playoffs, Brent.
Well, effective half-court offense begins and ends with great ball movement and player movement. So if you're exploring the early part of the possession and something breaks down, continuity into your half-court offense can lead to a great tempo for possessions throughout the course of a game.
Well said.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, right now just getting barbecued. Maybe poor strategy, poor effort, could be both.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Oklahoma City.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
And there's the feed to Dinwiddie. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 14. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
And just thinking about the way Cantor's career has gone, a lot of high expectations early, Brent, and a starting job after he moved teams.
And I think that might be a key for Cantor in the role of being a scoring big man off the bench. Really can play to his strength, and he can take advantage of another team's second unit, maybe not ready or equipped to handle what he brings to the table offensively.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And he knocks down the first one. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hamilton hits both of them. One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud in what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Over to the wing. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And now, here are the squads that have done some tremendous work on the boards since the All-Star break. In third, the Thunder.
I mean, they just out-muscle their opponents under the glass. I mean, impressive rebounding numbers, and they've really only gotten better.
Now here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. Dinwiddie kicks to Hamilton. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Here's Westbrook. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. No coverage that time. And the Thunder lead by 11.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Yeah, it looks like the makings of a blowout here, but their task now is to maintain this level of effectiveness and not get sloppy.
Here's Westbrook after the basket by Brooklyn. Lets it fly. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Hamilton kicks to Booker. Here's Kilpatrick. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Westbrook. It's not going to go for him. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
A huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18? That is mind-boggling.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Control the glass, and you control the pace, and you get those extra possessions, which are huge.
Harris is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Whitehead in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Lin.
And this team trusts Lin to play within the offense. He's very good at taking high-quality shots.
And Adams kicks to Gibson. Here's Abrinas. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You could tell he kind of rushed the release there, which is probably the biggest reason why he clanked that one off the rim.
Lopez, a screen on Oladipo. And a wide open look for Lin. And the Nets, another 3.
And really respect the confidence of Lin. His teammates love how he runs these pick and roll plays.
Gibson a screen. Passes it to Abrinas. Feeds it to Adams. 5 on the clock. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lynn kicks to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
LeVert's checked in for Harris. Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Ray, you look around the league and teams are starting to dig into the numbers and really analyze the game carefully. I know that you enjoy analytics. You've always been known yourself as an efficient scorer. When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent, and really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game before?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Looking to end the drought. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. It's tipped. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Oladipo outside. There's a screen by Cantor. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Cantor's got his second basket of the night.
This is the thing about Cantor. He has the size to muscle through contact and the good touch to boot.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. Fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC. Moving the floor, as he calls it. Creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement. That's where the league is going, D.A. Thanks. Brooklyn's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Lynn, the shot's good. Lynn's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. Thunder shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Grant outside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, he approaches the rim strong there and then flips up the teardrop.
The Nets making a switch here. Foy's checked in. The Thunder have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The free throw drops for Grant. Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Whitehead. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Over to the left wing. There's the dish to Lopez. And he comes up with the deuce.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. That's good from Lopez. Here's Roberson. He has 6. He dishes it to Oladipo. There's a screen by Cantor. Oladipo, the pass to Cantor. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Cantor's got 6.
And there's the body control of Cantor, able to adjust and convert under pressure.
Lopez a screen. Pass to LeVert, off the pick. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Robertson dishes to Oladipo. And too long on the shot. Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. You know, Brent, when you take a look at the fit for Oklahoma City, with Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo, that might be the most athletic backcourt tandem in the NBA.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed in the Western Conference to find a backcourt that has this kind of athleticism. McCollum and Lillard in Portland, that's one way to go. Steph and Clay in Golden State, that's another. But sheer athleticism right here in OKC, they may be tops. The pick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
There's the pick. Dishes to 4. All alone. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Screened by Adams. And Oladipo kicks to Robertson. And the Thunder another 3.
Great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 8. Here's Whitehead. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Lopez a screen on Grant. LeVert the pass to Lopez. Clock at 6. Looking to end the run. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, a good first quarter, good second. This could be a big night.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, offensively, they got all the momentum behind them, got the D on the ropes, and they just kept throwing haymakers.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Justin Hamilton comes in for Brook Lopez. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Whitehead. And then for Oklahoma City, Sabonis, he's checked in for Adams. McDermott comes in for Grant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Victor Oladipo. The Thunder leading by 6. Westbrook passes to Sabonis. Now here's McDermott, guarded closely. It's stolen by Foy. Hamilton against Cantor. And the pass to LeVert. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Now here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. And Robertson has it in the corner. The Thunder with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And a chance now to review the shot chart.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the 3 ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
Here's LeVert. He's got 8. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Randy Foy is on the way.
Just has lost the feel in terms of scoring here in the second quarter.
Outside Westbrook. Buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 17 now.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Roberson. He's got 9. Steps back and fires. And the shot no good, a bit short. Nets trail by 7. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it to Foy. He feeds it to Hamilton. Trying his luck deep. And it's Foy missing. Oklahoma City's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Now McDermott taking a look at his stats. He's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Cantor kicks to Westbrook. Launches it. And it's Westbrook again missing. Pass to Hamilton. There's the feed to Dinwiddie. Back to Hamilton. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Puts up a 3. That shot no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's LeVert from downtown. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 11 points in the game.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Westbrook with it. 17 points in the game. Pass to Sabonis. Takes a 3. Here's Cantor. Rebounded by the Nets. Hamilton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Knocked away. 1:57 left in the first half of the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Foy from long range. Offensive rebound.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Can't keep forcing things when you're not in a great rhythm. Move the ball.
Here's LeVert. 11 points in the game. Now, here is Foy. There's the pick. Expanding his range. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
Free throw good, Westbrook.
Well, what you have to like about Enes Kanter, defense aside, is that he's an efficient scorer. He's got great instincts to offensive rebound and be in position for somebody to feed him the ball on the inside.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Taj Gibson's checked in for Kanter. And Abrinas subbed in for Andre Robertson. And so Westbrook makes them both. And for Kanter, his play is what everyone envisioned for him when he was taken 3rd overall back in that 2011 draft.
Well, the hopes for every general manager looking at Kanter was that he'd be a great low-post scorer, and that's where he's shown most of his prowess. There and at the offensive glass, where he just simply swallows everything up and puts it back in the basket.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Gibson. McDermott kicks to Westbrook. Sinks the triple. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Here's Kilpatrick. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside Westbrook. There's the pass to Abrinas. Here's Sabonis. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Thunder lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, what's the most important thing for you offensively so far?
Just trying to stay in attack mode, man. Moving the ball. You know, they force you to make the extra pass, and guys doing a good job of that tonight. Just try to come out and give my team some energy.
Russell, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. One half completed. Let's break it down. Right out of the gates, it was Oklahoma City setting the tone. Tenacious on both ends of the floor, they took command early with a 13-2 run. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Second quarter, not quite as good, but still managed to maintain control and enjoy a 7-point advantage at the break. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Nets trail by 7. So the Thunder 5 right now. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Roberson is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep or he's going to bury you.
And here's Westbrook. Inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And watching Adams go to work out there, he is a bit of an old school big man in the sense that Brent he'll throw his weight around and look to intimidate the other team.
Yeah, Adams willing to take on that role, take the punches and take the hits for the rest of his team. And it goes along with his great defensive instincts, I think. His activity down low, certainly a big help for this team's defense.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Oladipo. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 7.
You know, a big guy with a motor is such a luxury in this league. Adams right there showing up big on the offensive glass, and then he converts.
Now, here is 4. To the wing on the left. Here's Lopez. The Thunder pull it in. Gibson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Roberson dishes to Westbrook. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now an 11-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Inside, Gibson with the steal. From the high post, and it's Westbrook missing.
I have no clue what happened with the defense there, but they should be thanking their lucky stars that somehow he bricked that golden opportunity.
Lynn kicks to Lopez. Foy from long range. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, the offense a bit out of sync here to begin the half. They just seem a step behind, 1 of 4 so far.
Now Westbrook. He's got 22. Clock at 6. To the right side. Beyond the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Foy, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, Lynn. They need this one. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, we know Brook Lopez is a little vertically challenged, but he's still effective inside with an array of shots. A little push shot came because he said, I'm not the quickest guy in the world, so I want to get space and get it up quick, where they have no chance of contesting it. And his go-to move is that righty hook coming across the middle. Kevin?
And D.A., you can't block it. You just can't let him get to that left shoulder.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. He's off on the first.
You see Billy Donovan out there on the sidelines, and you can't help but to think of all the success he's had as a coach already. Back-to-back titles in college, essentially built that Florida basketball program into a powerhouse. He's hoping that he can bring some of that success translated to the NBA and get himself in title contending position.
And the second free throw, good. And for Billy Donovan, I think that's one of the bigger reasons why he made the jump from college to the pros, Brent. He had nothing left to prove.
Well, one of the reasons why he decided to leave Florida as well, Kevin, was the fact that he really enjoyed the culture of what it is that Oklahoma City represented. There's no reason for Billy Donovan to leave that university unless he felt like the opportunity in front of him had a lot of boxes checked, and OKC did that.
Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
So there's a guy on offense knocking down shots that forces an entire team to get together and talk about what he's doing to them. That's some impressive play right there.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Russell Westbrook. Averaging about 32 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Lopez a screen. Lynn kicks to Foy. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Foy's got his first points of the night.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Goes up the baseline, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They set the pick to the middle, off the screen, and that's 2 points on the layup. Lopez has got 15 points.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
And oh, here we go. Foy's got it, the fast break chance. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Yeah, man, this game would shift drastically if he was on tonight and making those shots that we normally see him hit.
Westbrook kicks to Adams, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the free throw, no good.
Well, watch Robertson play, and you'll see why it is that he's respected amongst his teammates. Great length with his arms, can guard the 1 through 4 position, and blends size and speed. The only thing that you'd like to see is him improve his consistency from the three-point line.
Oladipo dishes to Westbrook. Back to Oladipo. Feeds to Westbrook. And the three ball is good. Westbrook's got 25 points in the game.
Well, the defense does not appear to be playing together out there right now. Lots of bad reach-ins and not enough getting in front of the man to stop the penetration.
Thinking a bit more about Robertson and his defense, he can do it all from jumping a passing lane to sending a shot into the third row.
Yeah, so really for him, it's all about timing. Very smart in the way he lines up to block shots and a good sense of knowing when to jump in and help off the ball.
Here's Whitehead. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, you got to like the aggressive D going for the block, but he got it just as it was on its way down.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. It's Westbrook with the drive. Softly drops in the floater. 27 points for him.
It's just amazing. They stop Westbrook short of getting to the rim, which is a victory in and of itself. But then Russell knocks down the floater.
Now here's Lynn. He's got 12. Here's Lopez. Here's Whitehead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. From 12 feet out, Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Whitehead. And there's the 3-second violation. With the break in the action, let's now look at the league's top scorers. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Now here's Westbrook. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. There's Foy with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Adams, the pass to Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. That one good for 2.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
Lynn with the steal. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Cantor with a screen on Lopez. Adams outside. Inside. Tries it from 9. And it falls over the rim and in.
Timeout.
8 points for Enes Kanter.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Kanter is a tough cover down low.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
For the Thunder, Sabonis, he's checked in for Adams. And Abrinas subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a 13-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Whitehead. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Fades back, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at San Antonio. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're 5 spots away.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hoped they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Back to Westbrook. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got 29.
Well, able to explode in the paint at will, and a great finisher. Westbrook a terror once he gets in there.
Down low, here's Kilpatrick, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And a moment to see numbers for Booker. 18th in rebounding. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
First one falls for him. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Thunder. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Thunder leading by 15 to the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Booker. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Back to Lopez. There's a good screen. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Harris has got his first points in this one. And finished off by McDermott.
And that's just not something Russell came in doing, being a playmaker. But what we're seeing out of Westbrook now, great vision.
Harris outside. Back to Booker. Deflects the pass. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. Lopez a screen. Deflects the pass. McDermott with it. In the corner, it's Westbrook. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 15. Kilpatrick passes to Dinwiddie. Harris kicks to Lopez. There's the screen. Here's Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. The Thunder shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Passes it to Abrinas. Here's Kanter. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
One shot.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
Such a big guy, Cantor, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
Now here is Harris. Back to Booker. Cantor against Lopez. Shot clock at 6. And Cantor pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 18. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one at the line is good. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Good on both. Here's Dinwiddie. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Kilpatrick nails the baby hook. Kilpatrick's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really led his teammate there. Never once did he have to break his stride or momentum.
Pass to Sabonis. There's a screen.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more. It'll be hitting the showers.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. There's one here in the third quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Nets.
Yeah, you could see the defense break down, but credit the aggressive play of Westbrook for making that happen.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And so he makes both from the line. So it's Brooklyn now. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the inside. And the basket by Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick's got 8 here in the quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
The pass to Abrinas. They set the screen. Gibson the screen. Back to Westbrook. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got 12 points in just the second half.
I mean, this quarter belongs to him. They got to feed him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dinwiddie dishes to Booker. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
12 seconds left in the third. Here's Dinwiddie. That will count. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Well, Westbrook out there playing defense like an interior decorator, draped all over him.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Oklahoma City out in front. They finish off the 3rd quarter on a 14-6 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Moments make players into stars. Moments make teams legendary. This is my moment. This is my team.
Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job defensively. We've eliminated second shots, which is great, okay? Keep that going.
Playing solid defense, taking care of the backboard, high priorities for Coach Billy Donovan.
And I think the communication has been terrific here. I mean, the guys came prepared to do whatever it takes tonight, and Coach is making some really good adjustments.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then there's Harris. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Now here's Lin. Brennan, know you like the NBA D-League growing to over 20 teams this season. Every team now will have their own D-League affiliate. It makes so much sense on so many levels.
I think it's awesome that we're going to eventually get to 30 teams in the D-League so that every coach has the opportunity to develop his players. You're going to have an assistant coaching staff and a head coaching staff at the D-League that's using the same exact language that you're going to hear if you move up and get 10 days with the big ball club or eventually sign a contract for the rest of the season. That fluctuation for players and for the franchises is going to be very, very beneficial.
The quality of the player coming up through the D-League now has never been better either.
No, he's had some great success stories with D-League players coming up and playing some important roles throughout the course of the regular season. But these affiliations, Kevin, directly with the big ball club are going to pay some huge dividends.
The Nets making a switch here. Foy's checked in. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Oladipo outside. Screen by Adams. From outside the arc. He can't get that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Left side, Lin. Harris outside. And here's Foy. 6 on the shot clock. The dish now to Harris. Misses the jumper.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Well, sometimes coaches just tell you about changing shots rather than blocking shots. Something like that won't show up in the stat sheet, but just as important, trust me, coaches know.
Now here's Gibson. The jump hook. That one off the back iron and out. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lin kicks to Booker, pulls it up. And Oladipo pulls it down.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
Poked away. Lin with the steal. 11 feet away. Nice shot by Foy. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Gibson the screen. Pass to Abrinas. Six on the shot clock. Here's Roberson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
Now here's Lynn. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Foy from long range. Bangs home the trifecta. Foy's got 5 points in the quarter.
And not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Abrinas the pass to Oladipo. Fires from 18. Screen by Adams. Dishes it to Robertson. No good from outside.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Lynn against Oladipo. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Harris dishes to Foy. Hollis Jefferson passes to Harris. Foy from long range.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not working. He needs to look to get his teammates involved at this point in the game.
Gibson the screen. And Robertson kicks to Gibson. Now the feed to Oladipo. And that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Kicks it to Lynn. It's blocked. They recover it. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. LeVert's checked in for Harris.
Well, if you ask around the league about the moves that the Thunder made with the trade for Victor Oladipo at the 2016 draft, most people would tell you they got the better of it. Oladipo, the best shooting guard they've had since James Harden.
Now, here's Oladipo. Abrinas, covered by Foy. Abrinas, the pass to Oladipo. Looking to end the drought. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Nets trail by 14. Foy up top. Guarded by Oladipo. It's stolen by Oladipo. Over to the wing. Abrinas, defended by Booker. Back to Oladipo. He dishes it to Robertson. Looking to get it going. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. That's 7 points for Victor Oladipo. Outside, Lynn. There's a good screen. Here's LeVert. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Thunder leading by 16. Feeds it to Robertson. Gibson up top. Abrinas the pass to Oladipo. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I don't know if it's drawn up quite like that, but they'll take it.
Rob. Abrinas, defended by Lynn, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Adams following the bucket by the Nets. There's a screen. Gibson dishes to Oladipo. Here's Robertson from outside off the mark. Nets trail by 18. Now Foy. Here's Booker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
He really can time those perfectly. What an assist.
Screen by Adams. And Oladipo kicks to Adams. Robertson sinks the three-pointer.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's stolen by Oladipo. And Randy Foye gets the whistle that time. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Nets. Here's Westbrook. He kicks it to Oladipo. Shoots from the elbow. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
Nets have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Outside, Lynn. Lopez outside. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oladipo's got his 3rd rebound tonight. He feeds it to Robertson. Lynn against Westbrook. And business obviously is great in the NBA. Players' salaries shooting up. Franchise values skyrocketing. In fact, Brent, I saw the other day a new study saying the average team is now worth over $1 billion. Some much more than that. You still want to own a team someday? Can you afford that?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, Kevin. But our game is in a great place. And one of the things that makes me most proud as a former player, Kevin, is who it is that represents the NBA right now in terms of their character, in terms of their class, in terms of some of the stances that they take, even outside of the sport, getting involved in politics, getting involved in their local community. The league continues to do amazing things both on and off the court.
I would say maybe never been healthier than it is right now on all fronts. The way it's played, the name stars, the community activism, all of it.
I agree with you, Kevin.
Now Lopez, after Victor Oladipo missed from long range.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
Now here's Gibson. And there's the pass to Cantor. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Well, the D attempted to foul Cantor before he got that shot off, but too late. Results in the and one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And with the rise of advanced stats, the big movement in the league, we've seen a bit of a backlash from the traditionalists and the scouts. We saw it in baseball. We're seeing it in the NBA. They say you have to watch the game to understand it. You can't boil it down to just numbers. But I think what you've always said is they can all work hand in hand.
The numbers are interesting, Kevin, and obviously if there's some way that you can combine what it is that you see and backed up by the statistics, it'd be silly to think that you could get more information and that in some way you can't use it to your advantage.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside, Lynn. Over in the corner, Foye. Here's Lopez. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Lopez has got 19 points.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
Take a break. Two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Westbrook.
What a great teammate tonight with all of those assists. Such an unselfish player and always looking to be the creator and making one phenomenal pass after another.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Thunder also changing it up. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Gibson. Jeremy Grant comes in for Roberson. And Abrinas subbed in for Oladipo. He's perfect from the line this time. You look at the elite players in the NBA, a much more tight-knit bunch than maybe in decades past. Brent, not as much animosity as we used to see between players on different teams. Do you agree with that? And maybe more importantly, why is it different now than it was then?
We always talk about the AAU programs and what it is that these elite players are offered up in terms of their early stages of development, Kevin. When you're in 6th grade and you know somebody from D.C. is friends with somebody in Oakland because they get to see one another throughout the course of the AAU programs over the summer and where these tournaments are held, it's understandable that the elite players in the NBA are going to have relationships that exist before they get there. So I don't have any problem with it whatsoever.
Now here's McDermott. The 15-footer, that's tipped. Here's Whitehead. Now the dish to Dinwiddie. Hamilton with a screen on Westbrook. Dinwiddie passes to Booker. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Definitely too late. The time to rally was when the game was in the balance. Now you're just creating highlight reels.
And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. But first, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kev. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. Stellar play in the third quarter. He set the tone for how the rest of the game would go. They never really relinquished control after that.
His whole game tonight operating on another level, Ernie. And he wasn't just allowed to do whatever he wanted to do. He earned it. That's where the pride kicked in.
Well, I tell you, Russell Westbrook is a take-charge, aggressive player, and he didn't hold anything back. Baby bull, that's what I'm calling him. Whether scoring, passing, rebounding, it doesn't matter. He's the man for the job, and he did the job perfectively tonight. Great performance.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.